wasn't noticeable. In my office form, I looked like a human, but with 6 eyes, pointed fangs, and fingers that ended in claws. I often wore nicer shirts with pants, my black hair falling in curls down to my neck, and occasionally my form would turn a little more demonic, especially if darkness touched me. Once in the dark, I could not stay in my human-passing form. Once shadows washed over my body, they warped me into my preferred form. A demon with the lower half of a black-furred satyr, and an upper half made of darkness. Still with 6 eyes, claws, fangs, and even black wings that sprouted from my spine. In both of my forms, my cocks were the same. I couldn't hide either one of them. Still, I wasn't the most noticeable demon. "Yeah, I offered to come in and work overtime," I said easily.
"I thought Inferna forbade overtime with the threat of being tossed out the window from the 9th floor?"
Jaehan asked, a little grin tugging at his lips. The doors slid open, and he stepped in. I followed him, my heart pounding. "Well, sometimes there are exceptions." Jaehan was about to respond when a dark tentacle slid through the doors, separating them before they could shut. Damn it! I had really believed I would have Jaehan alone for a few moments. I arched a brow, taking a step back for the monster. I had never seen him before, and his appearance was one I couldn't help but look over twice. He was tall, even taller than me. His skin reminded me of opal, a shining white with glints of different colors. He had long white hair and so many tentacles, each of them an ombre color. He was stunning. He was also shirtless.
Jaehan cleared his throat. "I have an extra shirt if you need one, friend."
The creature froze, his back stiffening. He turned around, looking at Jaehan. "What?" he snarled, his eyes wide. A low growl left me, a soft warning. His head swiveled, his eyes meeting mine. "What? Both of you can see me?" "Yes," Jaehan and I both said. His lips parted, his cheeks turning bright pink. "What the fuck?" "What do you mean, what the fuck?" I asked. "Why the fuck are you coming to work shirtless?" "Because I'm fucking invisible," he said, staring at me like I was a ghost.
"You're not," Jaehan said. "In fact, you are very, very visible. Inferna will lose her shit on you if you come to work without a shirt on."
"No one can see me," he said, gesturing at his very massive and visible body. I gave Jaehan a side look. This guy was obviously having problems. "No one will see me," he said. "I'm invisible. I'm a ghost." "You're not," I said, crossing my arms. "Did you eat mushrooms or something?" "No!" he exclaimed. "Hey, it's okay," Jaehan said softly. His scent became stronger, a wave of calmness rushing over me, followed by a wave of hunger. What the fuck?
"What's your name?"
Jaehan asked. "Charlie," he answered, shaking his head. "This is impossible, that the two of you can see me." I looked at Jaehan again, and there was a silent agreement. We would let Art or Inferna know that someone was cracked out, and they could take it from there. Charlie shook his head again and turned, hitting our floor button with one of his tentacles. He kept muttering to himself. Jaehan let out a small breath, his scent spiking again. "Fuck," I mumbled. His scent. It was enough to make me growl. I could feel my cocks hardening, a lustful...